Our main event of the evening. 10 rounds of heavyweight action. Great atmosphere here tonight. You talk to everybody ringside, and they expect this one to be a barn burner. Mike Tyson's unpredictability belies his ring walk focus. He is ready for action. He's making his way to the ring with a determined giddy-up in his step.
Introducing first, in the blue corner, by way of Brooklyn, Iron Mike Tyson! His adversary, hailing out of Brooktown, the blockbuster Marciano.
All right, fellas, let's have a good, clean fight. Touch him up and let's go.
Everybody's been waiting for these two to meet up. Now they do, as round one is underway. Teddy, I'm assuming many times in your career, you were training a fighter who did not have the reach compared to his opponent. When you were training him in the build-up to that fight, what did you try to cement into his head?
The one thing that I had told him is something I had to tell myself, is that we had options. The first was, of course, the traditional way. Tuck up good defensively, move your head, and work your way in. Slip a punch, and now all of a sudden you're closer. You take his height away. The other is to step up and get sort of entice the taller fighter to come in and be short.
And now a little combination punching, landing both shots. Halfway through round number one. Take one to give one. He comes back with a right hand. Took a shot. Now he gives a left. Able to get rid of that one. Unable to make an impact there by Mike Tyson. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Unbelievable pace here tonight. Both guys have no plans of having this fight go far. I'm sure the frame of reference for most is Hagler Hearns.
Yeah, you wonder if it's going to live up to that. So far, so good.
End of the round, and that was a very good example of how to be efficient with what you're doing.
Yeah, it's a good example of how, as you say, Joe, he doesn't waste anything. You know, he wants to make everything count, but it gives hope that the other guy can come back, because there's spots where you can out-hustle. While he's being so conservative, you could just outwork him a little.
Here we go. Round two is underway. There he is from long range using that jab.
So if you're on the outside, say at a picnic, you want to keep those insects away, you use insect repellent. While you're on the outside as a fighter, you want to keep your opponent away, that jab, that's the way to go.
Keep it going.
Tyson's cut is on the cheek, and you can see that it's bothering him a bit right now. That's something we'll keep our eye on. Teddy, I'm sure so many times you've been approached on the street by guys who say, yeah, I can fight. I fought a little bit. What's the biggest difference you've found through the years with the guys that think they're tough and the guys that are really in the gym?
Well, when they're out in the street, somebody's going to usually stop it, or you're going to pick up something.
There it is! And crashing to the canvas after that uppercut.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I give him a lot of credit for even getting up from that knockdown, but he still has to impress and move forward here.
Yeah, I applaud him. I give him credit, but I also recognize that he's in good shape. That's one of the reasons he got up.
Very accurate with the double jab. It's tough to assess, but Tyson's cut may look worse than it actually is. I mean, all the blood is spraying everywhere.
Yeah, and I think that's exactly right. And you just wonder, and I know this isn't supposed to play in, but you wonder if the judges in close rounds, if they get influenced by that look.
That's a momentum changer upstairs. Downstairs with a right hand. Iron Mike lands the left good. Very accurate two-punch combo by Mike Tyson. Well, his opponent got away from that uppercut. And that's the end of round 2. Tyson's corner has to keep him calm. That's the kind of cut that can send a fighter into fits.
Yeah, and a corner man into using crazy glue instead of adrenaline. I mean, that is a scary cut, as you just said.
Well, he got caught by a lucky punch in that last round. It did do some damage, but now you can tell he's right back where he wants to be, fresh and ready as we start this round.
I don't take lightly when a guy gets stopped, but you know what? I think he was more embarrassed than he was hurt.
Nice jab there by Mike Tyson. Very nice work to the head. The right hand landed. Tyson's putting forth that hard work he did in training camp there, landing a crisp combination. A well-placed left hand up top. You know, that jab is so basic, so simple, but as you can see, so very effective for him early on in this fight.
Yeah, well, he's telling his opponent, you're not coming onto my property. You know, I have a dog here, and this dog bites.
And now you can see him zoning in on the target with that double jab. You had to see it to believe it the first 2 minutes of these rounds. Now these fighters are trying to make everybody a believer in the final 60 seconds.
And this is why you understand the dimension of this sport like no other sport. At the end of this, how both participants will have mutual great respect for each other.
Return to sender. He gives him back one of his own. And now he's targeting upstairs. Iron Mike with a big uppercut. Good right hand by Mike Tyson.
We got it. All right. All we need is water up there, and that's it. We don't need that. No, throw that away.
Round Round number 4 is underway. A chance for us to look at Teddy's scorecard. And obviously the rounds is circled there. You see the knockdown was scored.
And that's how professional boxing is supposed to be. The guy who lands the cleaner, more effective punches, he gets an advantage. He gets an extra score.
Mike Tyson digs deep with a big uppercut. I would assume there has to come a point in this fight where he has to make the commitment to throw the power punches. It's hard to envision a way he's going to win this fight without going down that road.
He doesn't have the confidence to do it. I don't know if he's mentally strong enough to do it. I think he's worried about throwing hard at the guy because maybe in his mind that means the guy is strong.
What a big shot. And for the second time tonight, he goes down.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So now the question becomes, after that knockdown, and he has gotten up, how does he survive?
Joe, this is where instincts kick in. You got to start moving that head automatically right now. You don't want to stay in the middle.
Oh, he took some damage, but he gave some back with the right hand. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. Tyson's doing well, sticking to a game plan on the outside. Back to basics here, as you can see the jab becoming a key instrument for him.
Boxing 101. You have an opponent walking in. You want to stay on the outside, use that jab.
I can imagine throughout your career you've been all over a lot of fighters for lack of movement.
Yeah, it's very, very frustrating because you start to wonder, does he want to win the fight? That's what you start to wonder.
Good work defensively by Mike Tyson. Plus, he landed that counterpunch.
Yeah, and he forced him to punch. He made him, he drew it out of him, and then he timed him beautifully.
And that's the end of round 4. Tyson's gathering himself now after scoring a knockdown in that last round. If you were his trainer, what would you be pumping into his head?
Well, I would say, you know what? He hasn't recovered. He hasn't had enough time to completely recover. Listen, be responsible defensively. Don't get reckless, but stay on him. Do not let him recover.
Well played, straight right hand. Fine looking combination from him now.
Well, that's the benefit of combination punching right there, Joe. The first couple missed, but the third, the fourth, they landed.
Pulls the trigger. Look at that. He goes down. A barrage of punches just put him down.
Get the young fellas out. It is raining punches here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Hard to prepare for a situation like this, but many do. He's been down, now he's got to survive.
So that's where you're wrong. It's not hard to prepare. It's a must to prepare. If you're a trainer, that's what you do in the gym. You teach a guy, if you're in this situation,
that left hand and score with it. Teddy, you gotta like this because he's using that jab the way you like him to.
especially when you're being aggressive. You walk in, you want to walk in where the guy can't see you coming. That jab blinds your opponent.
That was a fine block by Mike Tyson. Takes one to give one. Uppercut in return. He's losing this fight, and I think it's easy to see why. He's getting hit by that left hand far too much.
Well, the most elementary thing, the first thing you're taught in boxing is use your left hand. The second thing, get away from it. I guess you never learned that second thing.
Good looking right hand after he got hit. Right to the body. Mike Tyson's putting his punches together now. That's a nice combination. Oh, and he comes back with an uppercut there after getting hit. Not hitting his mark there going upstairs. And now he's acting like a fighter. Oh, and there you go. That was was a big shot that floored him, and it's a big shot that may end him right here.
That looked like the great pitcher, Great Maddox, his sinker ball. Boy, it went down quick.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
And that's it. The fight is over. Mike Tyson's hand to be raised in victory. He scores the knockout here tonight.
By way of knockout, your winner,
As we saw, he was up on your scorecard throughout the evening. Mike Tyson's now a winner by knockout.
Listen, you want to win, you want to get to it